What's up, fam? This is your boy JEFE, and I am excited to talk to you about these true wireless earbuds that are coming in for under 30 bucks. That's right. This is for the budget heads out there. So what I've got for you today are the KZ S1. So these, you could find them on a bunch of different websites. They're going anywhere from like 23, 24 bucks to right around 30 bucks. So I'll leave a bunch of links down in the description box down below. So make sure you check those out so you can get the latest updated pricing. I'll even include an Amazon link just in case they ever land on Amazon and you can pick them up that way. And as an Amazon associate, I do earn revenue on qualifying purchases. So just throwing that out there. Now, before we go any further, and for full disclosure, KZ did reach out to me. They sent over these true wireless earbuds for my honest opinion and review. If this is your first time here and maybe you're not familiar with the way that I do things on this channel, whether I go out and buy the product myself or if a company sends it over to me for review, I'm always going to keep it 100% real with you, let you know whether or not it's worth your hard-earned money. Now, if you like what you heard so far, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with that small notification bell. That way you never miss any of my weekly videos. So with that said, let's get into the review. Okay, so first, let's start off with the things that I don't like, and then we'll get into the things that I do like. So first, battery life. Now, 3 hours worth of playback time. That's what they estimated on their website. I managed to get about 3 hours and 6 minutes. So they're actually pretty spot on as far as their battery estimates. Normally, I don't know, maybe I'm just spoiled or I'm just kind of getting jaded about the battery life since we're getting so many good true wireless earbuds that are like under 50 bucks that are giving us, anywhere from 4 to 7 hours worth of playback time. So maybe that's why I'm, a little jaded about it being 3 hours. It's not bad, but it's also not good considering the competition out there. So that's also the very first thing that I want to mention to you because that's a very important thing to me. So just making sure I'm throwing that out there to you, 3 hours worth of playback time. Next up, let's talk about the connectivity. So now I'm not experiencing any of those really crazy connectivity issues that I was getting with the KZ E10 where I really couldn't recommend those. These do use Bluetooth 5.0 and they also use AAC for the codec. So you've got the high-res audio on board. So the issue that I have with the connectivity is actually the Bluetooth range. So whereas most Bluetooth headphones and earbuds, you can get anywhere from, 40 to like as much as like 75 feet, with these, 25 to 30 feet is about max. So the Bluetooth range on these is just not that great. Now, for most people, it's not going to be an issue. For me personally, it's not really a big deal because I don't really walk around without my phone on me unless I'm like at home, then I'll set it on my desk. But even walking around my whole apartment, it's not really an issue. It doesn't disconnect. The only time I start disconnecting is when I leave my apartment, I go downstairs, I go outside into my driveway. Right around that 25-foot mark, that's when it starts clipping and cutting out and having disconnection problems. So whereas most of the other true wireless earbuds and headphones that I test, I can go a lot further, these just don't have that. Now, keep in mind, these are under 30 bucks. But I just wanted to make that clear. The Bluetooth range is just not that great. So if you're somebody who has to leave your phone somewhere or your device somewhere and you have to go more than 50 feet away from it, you may want to look elsewhere for your connection needs. Now, next up, these also don't carry any sort of an official IP rating. Now, by that doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't water or sweat resistant. It just means that there is no official rating, so we just don't know. Now, I haven't fully sweated in these, so I really can't tell you whether or not they'd be good for working out or anything like that. But since they don't have it, I'm not sure whether or not they will. I never got an IP rating for the KZ E10s or even the T1s, so I don't know if they'll even do that. But just be aware. If you're somebody who's thinking of using these for working out, buyer beware. 30 bucks, these might not have an actual resistance rating and you might be risking them. So just making sure you're aware. Now, last but not least, this is sort of a double-edged sword here because there's something I like about it and then things I don't like about it. So touch controls. The thing I don't like about the controls on these is the fact that they have a lack of volume control. No volume control in these earbuds. I just don't understand why companies are omitting this basic function from their true wireless earbuds. If any other earbud companies are listening to me, whether it's KZ, Taotronics, MPAL, whoever may be listening, volume control, include it. I will gladly give up some other function to have volume control. This is a very important thing. So many people in my comment section always say that. For some people, it's even a deal breaker. It'll keep them from buying a product. So please, volume control. Let's just make sure that that's a standard thing already. But yeah, just throwing that out there, there's no volume control on these. But as far as the things I don't like, that's pretty much it. So the rest of the touch control. The rest of the function is actually pretty good. They do have a sensitive touch control pad, and you can control, play, pause, skip track, answer and end phone calls, stuff like that. They also have a triple tap if you want to access their low latency mode. More on that mode in just a sec. But as far as the touch control, it does work well. Despite the fact that it doesn't have volume control, it's actually still pretty good. So you don't have any physical buttons on these, so you don't have to worry about jamming these into your ears when you want to control any of the functions. So that's why I put that, in that category of both good and bad. Now, as far as that low latency mode goes, this is what some companies would call like their gaming mode. It reduces the time of lag. Like if you're watching a video and somebody's speaking, there might be a delay between their mouth moving and what you're hearing in your ear. Now, even not in this low latency mode, the latency on these is very minimal. You can barely notice it. But when you do hit that triple tap, you will notice that it's actually very sped up. And watching my own videos, my mouth was perfectly in line with that. There was like no latency that I could even tell. So it does work as far as I can tell. I played a couple little games really quick and there wasn't any issues. It was actually very, very quick. Would I consider these a great gaming earbud? I don't know, but the latency is very minimal. So I don't know, could be. Now, the next thing I like about these is they actually do feature USB Type-C for charging, which is kind of a surprise on an earbud that's coming in at under $30. So USB Type-C is on deck. So if you need to quickly recharge the case, you can totally do that. Next is the price. For under $30, I've seen them anywhere. I've seen them for 23, I've seen them for 24, one place had them for 28, another one had them for 30. At any of those prices, the price is definitely right, especially for what you're getting here. This is giving you a lot of earbud for the money. So price, that's definitely a plus as far as these go. Yo, Jeff from the future here. So I totally forgot to talk about the call quality of these true wireless earbuds. So let's give you a quick call quality test and let you be the judge. So here we have the microphone quality for the KZ-S1 true wireless earbuds. So I'm indoors right now. Obviously there isn't a ton of background noise inside my apartment. So you be the judge. You let me know what you think of the call quality down in the comment section. All right, so as you can see, now we're outdoors. So we're going to do the outdoor call quality test. So it's a bit breezy out here. Looks like we got some rain coming in. Got some cars going by in the background. So, as always, you be the judge. You let me know what you think of the call quality on these down in the comment section. Now, let's get into the sound quality and the volume of these earbuds and where they really shine and what has actually left me the most impressed with the KZ-S1s. So first up, the volume. Now, while these aren't the loudest earbuds that I've ever heard, they have plenty of volume. I'm comfortable listening to these around 65 to 75% for most of my high quality playlist. So if I need to get it louder, you totally could. At full volume, it's just way too loud for me because of the amount of treble. It's just too much. So just keep that in mind. So they do get plenty loud. And then as far as the quality of the sound goes, so these are a hybrid true wireless earbuds. So you've got a dynamic driver that's giving you the bass, and then you've got a balanced armature that's going to give you the mids and the treble. So very similar to what you get from KZ in their in-ear monitors, you get this hybrid design. And the beauty of it is because it's able to separate those sounds, it gives you a much more rich and full type of sound quality to it. So music sounds excellent. So the dynamic driver is giving you a nice, accurate bass. It isn't the deepest bass I've ever heard, but considering the price, it's still, it's still not bad. It's very tight, it's accurate, and it sounds really good. Now, we're not talking about Sabbath E12 or even the one more stylish, not that level of bass, but still very good. It's there, it is pronounced. You can tell it's got some good bass, but they're not, bass earbuds. Put it that way. Where these really shine is going to be in that mid-range and that treble and clarity. Man, they bring some serious clarity. That balanced armature is putting in some work, man. They sound really, really good. I was very surprised with a bunch of songs on my playlist, whether it was anything from Amy Winehouse or Soul Frisia or even listening to Carlos Santana. If you want to check out that playlist, like I said before, check out my playlist in the description box down below. You can hear some of these tracks for yourself. But man, you're getting some Soundstage in a $30 true wireless earbud. Think about that. So now we're not talking about the type of balance and Soundstage that you're getting with like the Light Protect Heavies, nothing like that. But considering that these are a dual driver, it's seriously, seriously good. You got to hear these to kind of understand what I'm talking about. But they're very similar to what you get, the type of sound quality that you're getting out of KZ's like $20 or $30 in-ear monitors, you're right around there. So surprisingly good. So with that said, do I recommend you go out and pick up the KZ S1s? You know what? Yeah. For 30 bucks, I mean, the buy-in is very low and you can actually get some decent sound quality out of these. But here's the thing, and you got to keep that in mind. There are a lot of negatives. These earbuds definitely have their strengths and their weaknesses. So make sure you keep that stuff in mind. They only have 3 hours worth of playback. They don't have a ton of Bluetooth range. There's no official IP rating. And also they don't have volume control. So just keep those negatives in mind. So as long as you're okay with those sacrifices, you're gonna get USB Type-C, you're gonna get a low latency mode, you're gonna get some fairly decent touch controls, low price obviously, and you're gonna get some excellent sound quality. Tight bass, great mid-range, and surprising level of detail and clarity on the top end. So make sure you keep that in mind. Strengths and weaknesses, right? But for me personally, for true wireless earbuds that are coming in under $30, these have the best sound quality, just excellent. So do yourself a favor. I mean, for the low price, I would jump on these. So with all of that said, if you have any comments, any questions, or anything that I didn't cover in this video about the KZ S1, make sure you leave those down in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as possible. And if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and hit the dislike button. There's always one or two of you out there. I don't want you feeling left out. And if you haven't done so already, consider joining the fam. Hit that subscribe button along with that small notification bell. This way you never miss any of my weekly videos. And if you're a hardcore member of the fam and you want to find another way to help support the channel, make sure you check out the merch store down below. We've got t-shirts, hoodies, all sorts of stuff. So make sure you check that out if you want to have another way that you can help support the channel and help keep me making these videos for you. So with all of that said, I hope I brought you some good value today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an awesome week, and I will see you in the next video.